So the B2B digital landscape is changing. From the digital innovators who were among the first to surf the many regions of the internet, to the millennials, who I like to call the genetically digital. You know, the ones that grew up immersed in the digital world, with the screen always close at their hand. The fact that more and more millennials are now entering the workforce is just one of the factors that will forever change the way B2B marketers work. Let's take a look at the facts. Today, according to the most recent research, 5.4 individuals, and in some cases 5.4 committees, are now part of the B2B purchasing process. The days of simply finding and convincing the most senior executives to make a purchase are over. Instead, we're in the age of the consensus purchase. And the group is composed of people from many different departments and many different functional levels. All of these people are stakeholders in the process, so the savviest marketers will know how to target all of them. And it's not just the high-level employees. In the earliest phase of the buyer's journey, it's the millennials that you need to reach. According to Google, 46% of buyers are researching B2B products, and they're millennials. And that's up from 27% in 2012. They're now the biggest generational group researching B2B products for potential purchase. This is why it's essential that your company is there with the right time, with the right message. But it gets deeper than that. Today, customers are increasingly expecting content to be relevant to their particular needs and preferences. A study conducted by Demand Metric found that 82% of consumers feel more positive about a company after reading custom content. And B2B buyers are 5 times more likely to engage with a sales pro that provides more valuable insight. Clearly, it's more important than ever to know all you can about your prospects as you deliver content to them. Taking a one-size-fits-all approach may give your prospects the impression that you don't understand them, making it more likely that they'll stop listening to you in favor of a brand that does understand them. So the concept of account-based marketing, or ABM, was designed just for this. ABM isn't new. It's been around for a while. And in the early days, we called it one-to-one marketing, and it was a direct marketing process. We identified the accounts and the executives we wanted to reach and courted them with things like cold calls and emails, and even direct mail. And the benefits that came from employing an ABM approach were around the transparency in the ROI that came from bringing alignment to your marketing and sales efforts. Eventually, as the internet evolved and the digital medium became more robust, ABM vendors rose to meet that challenge with varying degrees of accuracy and granularity. The digital revolution has transformed the B2B marketing process. What was a powerful idea before is now a supercharged reality. And in short, ABM is reaching that potential that only it could promise 10 years ago. In our new world, B2B buyers no longer expect to be regarded as an approximation, and instead, they expect brands to know exactly who they are. And in B2B terms, this means knowing where they are in the buying cycle and syncing your lead gen and display efforts to supply them with content that's relevant to them when they need it. And in this way, you're nurturing your prospects before you even know who they are and before they even know that they're being nurtured. So here's why ABM is essential for B2B. Recent data shows that customers are on average 37% of the way through a purchase process by the time they reach the solution definition stage. And they're 57% of the way through the process before they even engage with a supplier sales rep. ABM driven by data, and in particular intent data that can be used to power predictive algorithms, will tell you when that research is surging, allowing you to target them as they're showing the most propensity to buy. Look, the buying committees have changed. The size is bigger than it's ever been before, and it's composed of a new generation of influencers and decision makers that have to be reached across all levels of the organization. This requires a new approach to your B2B strategies. A digital ABM approach is essential to ensure that you're reaching all the right influencers necessary in making the buying decision. And the need to reach them with relevant messaging across all your tactics is even more critical today than it's ever been in the past. And in the next episode of our Adventures in B2B Marketing, I'm going to talk to you more about how that data can impact and power your ABM strategies.